Watch it.
Hey, big guy.
Stop now or you're dead. Final warning.
Oh, don't you take that from him.
I can't talk to you up there. Get down.
Oh, God, stop this.
Run away. Now stay there.
What the hell?
Morning to you.
Morning, friend.
Okay, tough guy. Let's try this again. Hello.
I meant it before. Hello.
What's your problem, partner?
Mighty fine manners you got there.
You tough,
What's
huh?
in your thick skull? There! There! It's a real problem. Don't do it! Please, somebody help!
Settle down, my friend. Settle down. Because we are here today for a very special occasion. It is important that we reestablish sanity and supremacy before it is too late. Our numbers are waning, thanks to the fools in Congress and their ludicrous ideas. But today, we grow one stronger as we anoint a new brother into our sacred cause. Please step forward and kneel. Do you choose to accept the light?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Very much. All right.
Come on. Let the eternal light shine.
Damn it all!
So there was some controversy recently regarding the banning of an account from this platform for creating gameplay footage very similar to what you just saw in this video by the YouTuber Sakuro, I think the name is pronounced. Two of the highest rated pieces of content, gaming content on Sakuro's channel are this video, where the title is "What Happens If You Bring a Black Man to the Ku Klux Klan in the Western-themed video game Red Dead Redemption 2 by Rockstar Games," and the other video, which actually has 5 times as many views as this video, is a video titled, accurately enough, "What Happens If You Deport a Mexican?" And during that gameplay, the game's protagonist, Arthur, abducts a Mexican non-player character, which is something the right wing has been obsessed with lately, making their enemies into non-player characters, which is also the black character that gets abducted and given to the Ku Klux Klan in the game is also a non-player character. I don't know what Sakuro's specific political positions are, and I don't think he's the specific channel that got banned, but it is relevant. This footage is relevant to the point that I'm going to make. this conflagration around the banning of the YouTuber for making a video. I believe the video that got the YouTuber banned was a Red Dead Redemption gameplay that showed him beating a turn-of-the-century feminist non-player character. Now, firstly, I want to make clear that I condemn this kind of content. I condemn the idea that this kind of content is harmless or consequence-free. I addressed in my last video that my biggest problem with the culture of super chats on these white nationalist videos is the way that these content creators and their guests sort of atomize the consequences of what they're saying. So they confine it into these little excusable, small-scale implications of their Holocaust denial, etc. These pieces of machinima, I guess they're called, when you create your own narrative with gameplay footage. It may not be machinima in the orthodox sense, but I would say it's close enough. It's not just gameplay. These are not incidental to gameplay. There is no mission to feed black people to the Klan. There is no mission to deport Mexicans. It is an open sandbox game. These people are bringing politics to this game. They are imposing danger. They are transforming. The reason that most of the time copyright claims against Let's Play content on YouTube doesn't stick is because under the laws of fair use in the United States of America, gameplay is transformative of the original material. So what these YouTubers have decided to do is to transform this Red Dead Redemption video game into a form of hate propaganda. That's what we're dealing with. And I can already see the chortling and dismissive cackling of the Gamergate crowd, post-Gamergate crowd of alt-right scum that permeate this platform, and alt-right scum, I guess, if we're going to include the so-called civic nationalist free speech warriors who were summarily pearl-clutching for the last week until the gentleman who made the "It's just for lulz, this is a joke" video of the main character beating a feminist woman. And again, this is very similar to the excuses that were made for the super chat debacle. These people are just memeing. This is just a joke. It's just speech. It exists in a vacuum unto itself. It's not a threat to anybody. Don't worry about it. These channels of gameplay content are monetized. And if, just like every other trend that has caught on this fucking platform, money encourages charlatans to make reactionary, racist, misogynist, transphobic propaganda on this fucking platform. And it permutates, and it mutates, and it changes, and it metastasizes. YouTube again and again has taught people that spreading hatred, why whatever, response videos, anti-feminist cringe, race realism, Jewish question videos. YouTube teaches content creators that hatred is profitable. If you want to make money on this platform, you will create hate propaganda, and you will perpetuate nightmarish bullying and marginalization of people who are already put out by the society at large. Now, here's what I will say. I saw videos of the opposite. I have seen videos of Red Dead Redemption, and you could tell the game designers were aware of this because the Klansmen in this game are somewhat buffoonish, and no matter what you do, they are not competent. So when you confront these Klansmen, you know, there's been videos made of it's built into the game that if you kill the Klan, you don't compromise your points, your experience points, I guess they're called. And the same thing, kind of, this is very similar and related to controversies that were surrounding the recent Wolfenstein games that came out for these next generation consoles. But I also saw a Red Dead Redemption 2 Let's Play where someone had Arthur, the lead character, kill a eugenicist, or I think beat up a eugenicist NPC, and it spread on Twitter, and it caught on, and it got a bunch of likes. Now, people are going to go, well, why are you defending the videos of beating the turn-of-the-century racist eugenicist, what would be called a race realist today, and not the video of the turn-of-the-century feminist being beaten by the player character? This brings us back to the great people on both sides bullshit. If you cannot tell the difference between celebrating a eugenicist getting his ass handed to him and Ku Klux Klansmen being killed without consequence, as opposed to video which shows a black non-player character, because both of these videos involve abduction. They involve a white man abducting, brutalizing, and terrorizing, in one case, a Latino Mexican man that he then drags across a river and leaves unconscious on the other side of the border. And in the other video, you have a helpless black non-player character who is kidnapped and brought to the Ku Klux Klan. Now, thankfully, the programmers, maybe as a buffer, made it so that the Klan cannot, doesn't have any programming to do anything to this black non-player character. But tragically, God forbid, there was something programmed in for the Klan to lynch or hang this black non-player character, it would have caught on like wildfire on this fucking website. This is very troubling, and there will be people who, it's just a game, it's just a game. Red Dead Redemption 2 is just a game. And in accordance with copyright law and free speech and all that shit, you, the person that turned this game into a piece of hate propaganda, have transformed the purpose of the Red Dead Redemption 2 game to feed and normalize and create a space where the abduction, beating, and terrorizing of marginalized ethnic and racial minorities, women, looking for equal rights, is a joke. And it's just another meme, and it's just another piece of content, and you monetize it, and you make money off of it, and people chuckle at it. Because it's just a game. Again, the first kind of victory of Nazi propaganda is to tear apart the parameters of reality so that you exist in a space where their political enemies can be unpersoned and you can be disabused of basic empathy. Within anarchism, we call things like this propaganda of the deed. Only it's happening now in the virtual space. And yes, it is cool to put the option in the game to not have consequences for beating the dog shit out of someone whose philosophy would end up killing millions of people in Europe, as opposed to the fucking Klan.